advanced the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Brandy.
Soon, very soon, very soon.
Well, okay.
And just to be clear, we hope this won't take till the end of the year.
Okay.
So we're very focused on it. Big priority for the president. We will get tax reform done. It'll be sweeping. It'll be significant, and it will create a lot of economic growth.
And that is what's moving the market. Not only that, but now they're talking about, once again, this idea of that they're going to get the money for the road improvements and all that sort of thing, and the infrastructure and all that. And everybody's very positive about that. And what's interesting is the other day they said, wait a minute, the CPI is terrible, all the fundamentals, the PPI is terrible. The GDP that was supposed to come in for the first quarter is supposed to be 3.5% economic growth. Instead, it came in 0.5. This is all bad. This means they're not going to raise rates. Well, now today they said, oh, they're going to raise rates again. They changed their mind. Why? Well, because some industrial stocks went up. GE went up. GE had a good day. Rails had a pretty good day today. And so now that the industrial stocks moved up, now they're saying, they're definitely going to raise rates now because everything's so better. And by the way, Korea is settled down and no problems there. I mean, it's amazing. So they sit there today and they tell us that this tax reform is going to get done. So the market rallies. I mean, just yesterday they're telling us, hey, things are bad. So you get American Express reports and the stock goes up. And yes, now they're going to continue to raise rates, which is supposed to be a positive thing. But yesterday, when the other financials like Goldman Sachs reported and it dropped, they're not going to raise rates. That is called noise. And that's why if you're going to try to create wealth so that you can retire and create enough wealth to retire, if you listen to this nonsense, and not you, the person who is managing your money, they listen to this stuff. Just turn on CNBC every morning. That's all they talk about. You're never going to make money. They're not going to make money for you. Even if they did, you lose it because they charge you too much. I mean, expenses, you hear me tell that all the time, expenses are the worst thing. In any business, but especially in the stock business, they kill you with expenses. So then today they came out, and Minchin here is talking about tax reform. It's not going to happen. Now, there may be a tax reform, there may be a health care reform, but it's not going to look like anything that was how Trump won the election. What I'm saying is, yeah, there's going to be a tax reform, healthcare reform, but not the tax reform or health reform that we assumed was going to happen by electing Trump. It's going to be changed. Nobody's going to accept that. The biggest reason for the 11% rally, the Trump rally that everybody was so excited about, that big tax cut was going to fill in the difference between a PE ratio that's at 17, which is bloated, which is in stock market crash territory, to where it should be at 14. It would fill that in. Because if you give a big enough tax cut to corporations, their profits go up enough that will protect us from a stock market crash or the bubble from bursting. That was the excitement. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen now. Sure, they'll say there's a tax reform, so instead of cutting taxes by 20%, maybe they cut them by 5%. Well, that's not going to do it. You're still going to be in bubble territory. Dodd-Frank. You think they're going to get rid of the Dodd-Frank bill? They should. But you really think they're going to cut that and get rid of such one of the worst bills ever? One of the worst bills ever.
If you get rid of Dodd-Frank, it is going to have a very significant positive impact on the economy. And in my judgment, that's where the surge in the stock prices have come from.
He's right. But they're not going to change the Dodd-Frank bill. And here's what I love. Here's what I love right here. The other day, I'm flipping channels, and I get to MSNBC, a communist channel. Oh, they love socialism. I hope they take a look at Venezuela today, see how that has worked out.
People are starving. That's why you have these demonstrations. So they're financially completely cut off. They're at the brink. And I think if the United States at some point got publicly involved to start pushing, it would be very difficult, I think, for the Maduro government to survive.
Obama should really take a look at that. And Hollywood should take a look at here. There's socialism. Take a look at it. It's in the raw. That's what you should look at. So these people in Hollywood, although I doubt Obama really cares, he's going on a Tahitian trip on a $375 million yacht, one of these music moguls, his yacht. He's going with Oprah Winfrey, and he's going with, who else is going with him? Oprah's going with him, and Bruce Springsteen's going with him, and some other actor. I don't think, Tom Hanks, thank you, Tom Hanks. And he just got $66 million for a book. I don't think he really cares anymore. I don't think he really cares.
There have been a half dozen deaths over the last several weeks. A university student was murdered as a result of these protests. And yet there is Bernie Sanders, who has criticized the American economic system. And yet here in Venezuela, you've got starving, desperate people who can't get toilet paper, for whom the daily struggle for subsistence is brutal, and there's absolute silence in the halls of Congress.
Yeah, and guess who else wants socialism? These people that host MSNBC. They want socialism. They hate Trump. They hate capitalism. Especially when you listen to Morning Joe in the morning. Listen to this. Mika Brzezinski. Listen to her.
Aside from having absolutely no points on the board,
right.
These first...
Whoa, no points on the board? Oh, Trump has no successes, she's saying. Listen to this.
Aside from having absolutely no points on the board,
right.
These first how many ever days domestically, and a lot of failures.
Oh, yeah. Terrible. Trump has no successes. Really? No successes. Wow. Really? Are you kidding? One of Trump's most important success was nominating Judge Gorsuch to the Supreme Court to replace Justice Scalia. That is a victory. How about school choice? He has done nothing? You're Obama, who hated school choice, who vehemently opposed school choice, who even shut down Washington, D.C.'s most popular federally funded voucher program that allows low-income families and districts to send their children to private school. He shut that down. And oh boy, is he for teachers' unions. He loves teachers' unions. Oh, but he hasn't done anything. Wait a minute. What do you mean? He's reducing all these crazy regulations in the coal industry. He saved us, you and me, $60 billion. But she says, oh, he hasn't done anything. He's a failure. He's a failure. But he signs an executive order on reducing regulations and controlling this regulatory cost that is so unbelievable. Oh, he hasn't done anything. What are you, nuts? Here's my number, 877-600-GANG. Remember, I need 25 ambassadors. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what Max Vest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
It's like he wants to set the bar really low. The mess, everything's terrible. So if he has an even mediocre first couple of years, it's better than it was. Bitch. I mean, he's supposed to be a positive, make America great guy, and it's all this whining about how the job he took. Hey, look, he knew Obama was president, the last president. He knew he was coming in after Obama. He was actually quite successful.
Obama was successful? Are you kidding? We got more food stamps than ever. We got more welfare than ever. We got an economy that's growing over 8 years, 1.8%. We just got our first quarter. It was 0.5%. He never reached 3%. Every president has reached 3%. Success? Wow, is that a low bar? Success is growth, not growing food stamps, not doubling the debt. You double the debt from $9 trillion to $19 trillion. That's success? Doubling the food stamps? That's success? Giving car loans to people like that dope Bush who gave house loans to people that they shouldn't have with these low rates. You know, they both think that Bush is so stupid, just like Obama. They both think that you just drop rates and you're going to grow an economy. How stupid is that? And these guys are supposed to have gone to college. They're supposed to be educated guys. I didn't finish even high school, and I can tell you that low rates is not the cure. Low rates is not the answer. Low rates, you only use low rates when everything hits bad, when things go bad, and you have an economic meltdown. You use it to stimulate. You use it to stimulate. It's like a pump. You prime the pump. It's like a primer. If you take a pump and you start priming it, and then you engineer it so you have to keep on priming it, what will happen to the pump? It'll blow up. That's what they keep doing with the economy. They just keep interest rates at zero, so things are great. No, they're not great. Things are terrible. And I'll go over that a little bit later. Let's see if we can go make some money. God, that gets me. These socialists just don't get it. Unbelievable. Why don't these socialists all move to Venezuela? They all should just go there. They love socialism so much.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
Okay, let's make some money. Look, every once in a while, I ask for 25 ambassadors. Okay, what does that mean? That means that I ask you, I'm going to prove to you that I have a chart that I designed with algorithms that get you out in time, that no longer will you own a stock or an exchange-traded fund where you're sitting there, then all of a sudden it starts dropping and you give back all of your money. In 2008, when that happened and everybody lost their money, when 2008, my God, $42 trillion in net worth was wiped out, 8 million people lost their jobs, 12 million people lost their homes. But the worst thing was the people who had money in the market got creamed. They didn't know when to get out. Well, our chart works. So if you buy the MV2, the MV2 value of that chart is $29.95 for the MV2. You get that free for 4 weeks if you join the gang for $39.95. And then you follow me, and you're going to learn. And this is especially good for you. I'm talking to you who have absolutely no time, but you're starting to worry because you know you're not going to have enough money to retire. The average person with a 401k between the ages, get this, between the ages of 45 and 55, do you know how much they have? $18,000 in 401ks because of the expense. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to make you rich. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the answer. But I certainly can sit here and tell you this. We can make some money, and we can hold on to it. Anybody can make money, but try to hold on to it. That's the skill right there, trying to hold on to it. And in this market, any stock market that is rigged by these gangsters on Wall Street, they make the money. Why? Because they know when to get out. See, the gangsters on Wall Street, those big buildings on Wall Street, you ever wonder why those buildings on Wall Street are so big? Did you ever wonder why Vegas? Did you ever fly out of Vegas and look back and see all the lights go out and you say, oh boy, I broke them? Think about all the flights out of Vegas, all the people that fly out of Vegas. I've never yet seen all the lights go out. Just some guy flew out and said, boy, I broke them. Because it's rigged. Life is rigged. Everything is rigged against you. Now, I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just telling you the truth. You can't even go get your license. It's rigged against you. Look. All you have to do is know when to get out of these things. So I don't have millions of dollars to go on TV and get this thing out there, but I do have the most powerful advertising is word of mouth. For every 25 people that I give this free to, and you take and you see it works, it's amazing the amount of these things I sell when I take and give free 25 ambassadors, because they tell everybody, and they say, look, it works. I know, I was listening to him, I thought he was crazy too. He kept saying, well, when it's green you buy, when it's red you get. It's too simple. I thought it was stupid, but when he offered it free, I tried it, and look at this, the thing really works. Give you an example. Listen to this guy here. This is unbelievable.
You also like some Domino's?
That's correct. Domino's Pizza has been one of our favorite ideas. We think Pizza Hut and Papa John's for this quarter is struggling, and we think they could actually overtake Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah, they got better brand, they got better dough, they got better locations, they got better this, better that. No, here's all you want to know. So somebody's listening to that today. Well, get this. A lot of my gang members, by the way, own the stock, Domino Pizza. DPC is the symbol. The stock, when it turned green, this stock went up with all the banks buying the stock and insurance companies and the 9 biggest banks. It went up 11%. But here's the beautiful thing. And then it turned red. So now it's down 10%. But my gang members, this is their favorite stock, they knew back in February to get out, February 24th. And here it is now, April 20th, and it's still red, telling you not to get in. This guy comes on the air and tells you from CNBC, hey, get in, buy it. This is great. What are you, nuts? 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart right now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Recognized as an Axiom Business Award winner, the highly acclaimed Walter's Way book, authored by legendary businessman Walter Scheer, is now available in digital and audio formats at the philsgang.com Bud Z store. Enjoy the stories of a relief kid who survived TB, corporate betrayal, bankruptcy, and still made millions and touched the lives of billions. Don't wait. Pick up the Walter's Way book in hardcover, digital, and in audio format at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hey gang, be sure to join Phil Grandy at Michael's on East in Sarasota on Wednesday, May 10th for an open discussion presented by Tampa's AM 860, The Answer, called Taking an Honest Look at the First 100 Days of the Trump Presidency. Phil will be joined by Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder, Captain Matt Bruce, and Bill Bunkley. The VIP reception starts at 5:30 and the main event is at 7 p.m. Again, that's Wednesday, May 10th at Michael's on East in Sarasota. For all ticket information, simply go to philsgang.com and click on the banner on the homepage. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
I'm
he's done a lot of stuff in 90 days. What has he done right so far?
Obviously, I fought hard to try to get Hillary elected. I did not want to see Donald Trump as president, but he promised he was going to be out there for working people. So, look, I wish he were out there working for middle-class families. I really do, for working families, for the working poor. But what he's doing is delivering one gut punch after another, and he needs to be told.
What gut punch? Gut punch? Are you out of your... mean like getting rid of NAFTA? That's for the working people. Getting rid of the TPP? That's for the working people. Are you kidding me? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG. I'm looking for 20. Well, I don't need 25 now. I got less than that. I need 25 ambassadors. I'm going to give to you my chart, my MV2 chart that identifies color green when you buy, color red when you get out, and it works. But it's a $29.95 value. I'm going to give it to you free, but you have to sign up, obviously, for the gang. You got to be a gang member. And then for 4 weeks, you get the use of that chart. And then you follow me in what I am doing, okay? It's that simple. So you sign up, you get the $29.95, and then you get the, $39.95, and then you get the chart. The value is $29.95. You get that free. But yes, you got to sign up and be a gang member. Why do I do that? Because I only want serious people. That's all. Okay. So if I give everybody free, then you get people who really don't have any interest. So this way here, at least you know you qualify them, and that's why I don't give it just free. Okay. All right. So it's a great tool. You follow me, especially on my exchange traded funds, where I have a little program where I have 3 exchange traded funds myself. And then I invest in those, and you follow my investing, how I do it, with the chart. And I have the same chart, and you follow me. And it's it really does work, okay? And plus, you got all the benefits of the gang membership. You get coffee talk in the morning, you get all the updates, you get everything. And if you don't want to use it, that's fine, okay? But you got all the benefits of the membership. So I only need 25 people. We've already got, I think, I won't guess, but we got a good number now. And then when the 25 is done, that's it. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. This is a wonderful way for you to find out how a stock market, investing in a market, can be a good experience. You don't need to know all this garbage that they throw at you every day. You think you need to go to somebody who knows what a forward PE ratio is, or price to sales, and price to book. And then they come on and they give you all this nonsense why you should buy a certain stock. There's only one reason you buy a stock. Is money's going in. There's only one reason why you get out, when money comes out. And with today's technology and the algorithms we can write, we do follow the institutional money. Remember, the stocks go up because you have 9 large banks, the 9 largest banks in the United States buying. You got the big insurance companies buying. So just between the 9 largest banks and the big insurance companies, then you got the hedge funds. Then you got the 401k funds. So what it does is track that money that's going in. And when it's time to get out, I just gave you, for example, here's a good one. I just gave you DPZ. So it's going up 11%, but then we got a signal, and a lot of my gang members own this, but then he got a signal on February 24th that it was turning red, and it's still red today. So they protected themselves because it turned red. But what's better, there's another feature that you just press the button and you make money as it goes down, shorting it. So you can follow me for 4 weeks, doesn't cost you anything for the chart, and do exactly what I am doing, especially follow me on the exchange traded funds like the spiders. It's a great way of learning. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. We're limited to 25. That's 877-600-GANG. So call right now and they'll take your call. Okay. Now, for those who don't want to call, just go to my site, philsgang.com, and just enter the promo code. It says free MV2. That's the promo code. So if the line's busy, just go to my site, philsgang.com, enter the promo code free MV2. All right, let's get out of that. All right, here we go. So we're being told, well, I want to go back first to this thing with low interest rates and how deceiving low interest rates are. Because low interest rates has killed our economy, just totally killed it. And most people don't get that. They really don't. And for Trump the other day to say he wants to continue these low interest rates that we had for 10 years, I was stunned. Because the 10-year low interest rates has killed our economy. That's why our economy is not growing. And as I said, you stimulate an economy that broke down by priming the pump. You stimulate it with low rates. You cut rates. And here's the other problem we got going right now, is because she should have started, we should start raising rates 10 years ago. In 2010. So we'd have our interest rates up should be now probably, I don't know, let's say we should have at least 20 rate hikes, okay? So now when this economy is going to go into a meltdown, which it's going to, then you got enough rates to cut so that you can stimulate buying to slow down the market crash. We have only in 10 years raised it not 1%. Can you imagine what's going to happen when everybody hits the door, like somebody yelling fire in a theater? When somebody hits the door to get out of this market, it's going to be unbelievable. The correction that we need right now to balance out the real value of the market, which is really should be a PE of 14, but it's at 17. To get that filled in, we really need this tax cut, but it's not going to happen. So today, they start talking about it again, trying to pump it, so the stock market goes up today. Because they're pumping, they're going to get it done. And then the stock market went up today because American Express came out and had some good numbers. Are you kidding? The other day, Goldman Sachs came out and had bad numbers. We went down 100. So now, because they had good numbers, we're now up 200. So you always got this where it's like a yo-yo. It's going up, it's going down. So when you have a chart and you're just following the money, it's a smoothing mechanism. So every time it goes up or down, you don't panic. As long as it stays in that trend, whether it's red or green, you're fine. You don't think about from one day it goes down 100 points, the next day it goes up 200 points. If you go from day to day, you drive yourself crazy. But low rates is really hurt. Because holding rates too long, way too long, it really slows the economy's growth. It's not a cure. And for 8 years, we've had the lowest growth of any president. See, the assumption that low rates stimulate economic growth by boosting investment is a lie. Because when you keep rates this low, as I've told you 100 times, CEOs do not go borrow money that's at zero interest to put back into their company, to plow into their company to buy machinery, so to increase their productivity, which increases your paycheck. They don't do that. When you have rates so low, they get the money free, and what do? They buy their own stock back so that their options, when their stock goes up, they exercise their options and they make a fortune. It doesn't benefit anybody that's working. It doesn't benefit this low interest rate does not benefit you on Main Street. You're not getting any raise, but the guy who is your CEO, his salary is going up by 300%. Because when he buys his own shares, the stocks go up and he's got options. It does not help. So low rates does not mean that they're plowing their money back into the companies buying capital investments. Such a lie. Like Dodd-Frank. Now, they created Dodd-Frank to say, Dodd-Frank's going to be a wonderful thing. We're going to take care of all the consumers. They killed the consumers because what Dodd-Frank did is killed the community banks. They made sure community banks wouldn't lend. It's such BS. That's why just follow the money. We always say that. Follow the money. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart. You just got to join the gang for $29.95, and you get your free chart, which is a value of $29.95.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Hey gang, be sure to join Phil Grandy at Michael's on East in Sarasota on Wednesday, May 10th for an open discussion presented by Tampa's AM 860, The Answer, called Taking an Honest Look at the First 100 Days of the Trump Presidency. Phil will be joined by Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder, Captain Matt Bruce, and Bill Bunkley. The VIP reception starts at 5:30 and the main event is at 7 p.m. Again, that's Wednesday, May 10th at Michael's on East in Sarasota. For all ticket information, simply go to philsgang.com and click on the banner on the homepage. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, the market now is up less than 200 now, 193. Here's what you got to remember with the stock market. If you're going to try to follow the market every day, it drives you out of your mind. What you want to do is follow the trend of the stock market or the trend of the stock that you were invested in. The trend is created by money coming in and money going out by the 9 biggest banks, the biggest hedge funds, the big insurance companies. So that's all you really have to do. So if they're going to put money in, you're going to know, you'll see it, it's green. They pull money out, it's red. Now, here's the deal. People don't understand that. yesterday, when the market went down, they said the market was going to go down, went down because of the fact she's not going to raise rates anymore because the CPI was up, the PPI was up, the PPI was terrible, the CPI was terrible, the rate at which the economy grew in the first quarter of 2017 was terrible, and because everything was so terrible yesterday, okay, that the market went down because she is going to she's going not to raise rates. She's not going to raise rates anymore. Really? She's not going to raise rates. So now today, the market goes up 100 instead of going down. Why? Because they said, oh, this is great. Everything's changed now in 24 hours. Because now American Express reported, and the American Express stock went up. And then they also reported GE, stock went up. So you got GE going up. It's an industrial. You got a financial, American Express is going up. And then they come out and they promote that, oh, we're going to get this tax reform done. So those three items now push the market up to 200 points. Yesterday was down, now it's up. So you can't invest with that kind of volatility and make any money. It'll drive you nuts. So what you do is all you want to make sure is the trend. What's the trend of the money over first of all, you think of over a year's time. You just want to make sure the trend of the money is going in the right direction. If it starts going in the opposite direction, you get out. It's so easy. A child could do it. Or short. And that's what I designed with my MV2 chart. So I'm limiting it to 25. I need 25 ambassadors. I don't need 25 anymore, but I don't know how many we got left. And all you do is join the gang. It's $39.95 to join the gang. And then you get this chart, which is $29.95 for non-gang members. You get that free for 4 weeks. And you can follow me on the stocks I'm invested with using the chart, the exchange-traded funds, and more. You got all, if you want to come to our class, you want to get all our alerts, you want to get all the coffee talk in the morning, all the, when the market closes, I do market rep. You got advantage of all this for $39.95, but you're getting the chart free. So it's for 25 people, 877-600-GANG. Call now, or why don't you go to my site, philsgang.com, and use the promo code MV2. All right. Listen to this. Is unbelievable. Listen to this.
In the broad scheme of things, if you look at the mix that's happening within auto sales, we're seeing more and more trucks and SUVs being sold, which indicates that it's not a broad economy problem.
Oh, listen to the lying. That's why you don't listen to these people. Just watch your chart. Listen to what he said. He said, look at the autos and trucks that are being sold, which tells you there's no problem with the economy. There's no broad problem. Here, I'll play it again.
In the broad scheme of things, if you look at the mix that's happening within auto sales, we're seeing more and more trucks and SUVs being sold, which indicates that it's not a broad economy problem.
Oh, so there's no we don't have a broad economy problem. Really? Even though our economic growth was 0.5 instead of 3.5, and overall for 8 years 1.8% when it should have been 3. So everything's fine. But wait a minute. We got the highest number of delinquencies in these auto loans.
I think you have to look at subprime auto loans as one of the main factors that is holding back households and their ability to spend. You tack on the fact that rents are higher than they've ever been, that credit card borrowing on a real inflation-adjusted basis has been running past incomes since November 2015. You tack on how much households have stretched themselves to squeeze into these car payments, and they're one minor hiccup away, budgetarily speaking, from really it rippling through the economy.
And listen to this.
There are dealers who've been in business for upwards of 2 decades who are throwing in the towel.
That's right. And remember this, when you have low rates, that's a big impact. What happens is savers, when they're low, they don't save. They don't get anything. So what they do is they start to speculate. They do things they shouldn't ordinarily do, and they lose money. So a drop in interest rates does not boost consumer spending. And and here's what was stupid. They took and said, instead of giving you 5%, you savers, I'm going to drop it down to less than 0.1%. Now, why did they do that? So they took the savings rates away from the savers. So they can't save now. Now, that caused one big problem because small businesses go to the community banks to borrow money for their business, and when people aren't saving, they can't borrow. And they're not borrowing, and businesses all through my town, small businesses can't get loans. So that means the small businesses that create 72% of the best high-paying jobs, not happening. We're not producing the jobs. That's why the economy can't grow. Low interest rates kill an economy. That's unbelievable. And here's the real problem. Savers, once they retire, they want interest so they can live off that interest. So when they can't live off that interest, they're forced to spend their principal. Are you nuts? So once they go through their principal, what happens? They're going to live on their Social Security check, which, by the way, they tax, which is stupid. So again, the lie continues that by lowering rates, it's a great thing. And that's why I didn't understand the other day why the president said, I'm for low rates now. I don't get that. That disturbs me. I love Donald Trump. I voted for him. I know him personally. He's done a lot of good things for me. When I needed help, he helped me. I know him, but I don't understand. I'm going to ask him, why? So you're not going to change anything? We're going to have the same low rates for another 8 years and keep killing the economy? See, I'm hoping that he lets the economy go into a recession. See, Bush wouldn't let it go into recession. Obama wouldn't let it go into recession. And now maybe he won't let it go into recession. Somebody's got to let it go into recession. You got to recess. Recessions are good because it cleans up all the mistakes. It resets. It resets. When you got a stock that's trading at $80 and it's only worth $40, and it got from 40 to 80 because the company went out and borrowed money free from the Federal Reserve and then bought their own shares, the stock went from 40 to 80. It didn't go from 48 because people came in and bought stuff. That's called a bubble. But you know what? I don't care. I can create wealth through all this mess. How? I just got to make sure when I buy the Domino's Pizza, and when I buy Domino's Pizza at $163, and all of a sudden it's up 10%, just tell me when to get out. And it turned red. It turned red. So, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Nobody else does this. I don't know of anybody else. And same thing with Goldman Sachs. One of our favorite stocks. We've been in this for a year and a half now. Goldman Sachs, we had one run where it went up 6%, and then it turned red, and then it dropped. It dropped from $255 down to $214. It dropped 16%, but we were out. And then we turned around and did a simple thing by pressing a little button that says sell short. You don't even have to know what it means. So all I'm doing is offering to you 25 folks, be my ambassadors, prove I'm right. I can't go out and spend millions of dollars on TV. But if I keep getting every now and then 25 ambassadors, it's amazing. When I get 25 ambassadors and they use this thing, it's amazing the sales we get. So I'm offering this to you free. Now, you got to be a gang member. It's $39.95, and the value of the MV2 is $29.95, and you get that free for a month, and you follow me. Also, you can follow me on my 3 exchange-traded funds. Look, it's good value. And right now, I can tell you this. You got to be in a position that you don't care anymore if the market goes up or the market goes down. Stop listening to the noise. You got to be in a position you don't care if it's a weak dollar, you don't care if it's a strong dollar. You got to be in a position you don't care if there's too much inflation or little inflation. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to do is follow the money. Isn't that with everything? To get the answer, you follow the money. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Call right now before all 25 slots are gone. I'm not just saying it. They will be gone.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.